I have flown drones over 6,000 times. That's more than 1,000 hours in the air. You have probably think that after all that time, you get to a point where you just don't mess up anymore. That every flight is smooth, every shot is perfect. But that's not the truth. In fact, the mistakes don't disappear. They just get sneakier. They change. Today, I'm not going to show you how to be a perfect pilot. I don't even know if that exists. Instead, I'm going to share 3 mistakes I still battle with, even now. These aren't beginner's errors. These are the traps that catch experts when they are not paying attention. We will cover the complacency trap, the dangerous obsession with new gear, and the one mistake that can kill your creativity faster than anything else. The first mistake is the most dangerous, is the complacency. It's the little voice in your head that says, I've done this 1,000 times. I don't need the full checklist. What could go wrong? That's a voice you have to fight every single time. Just a few months ago, I was doing a shoot at a coastal spot I know like the back of my hand. I filmed there dozens of times. So I did a quick check, but I didn't do my deep dive into the detailed wind forecast. I just glanced at it, but what I missed was a warning for unpredictable gusts that afternoon. I launched the drone and for 10 minutes everything was perfect. Therefore, a sudden violent gust of wind slammed the drone from the side. It dropped about like 50 meters in a second. My heart jumped into my throat. I spent the next 2 minutes, which felt like an hour, just fighting to keep it stable and bring it home. I got it back safely, but it was a serious wake-up call. That experience reminded me of a book I value. The obstacles is the way. The obstacle wasn't the wind. The real obstacle was my ego, my complacency, and the only way forward was to get back to the basics and respect the process every single time. That mistake happens in the air, but the second mistake is sneakier because it happens in your head before you even take off. It's the gear obsession. I've been there. I've scrolled through YouTube and seen a review for a new drone with a slightly better camera or new feature, and I've thought, that's it. That's what I need to take my work to the next level. A while back, I was convinced a new drone would make my work more cinematic. But after I spent thousands on it, my footage didn't magically get better. My stories were still the same. Therefore, I had to face the hard truth. The problem wasn't my gear. The problem was my skill, my storytelling. I hadn't pushed the creative limits of the tools I already owned. Creativity comes from you, not from the box it's delivered in. It's one of the core values we built Sky Perth for. Innovation is about how you think, not just the tools you have. And that leads me to the third mistake, which is the most personal one for me. It has nothing to do with wind or technology. It's the comparison curse. I can have a great day, feel proud of a project I've delivered, and then I will open Instagram. I will see what another creator has produced, and that feeling of pride just vanishes. All I can feel is, wow, their work is so much better than mine. It's a terrible feeling. It can make you doubt everything. There is a great quote that I try to remember in those moments. The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Your journey is not their journey. Your story, your perspective is uniquely yours. My background coming from Brazil to Perth, from IT to filmmaking, gives me a point of view that no one else has. And your journey gives you yours. Focusing on someone else's highlight reel is the fastest way to lose motivation. So there you have it. Even after all these years, I still get complacent. I still get tempted to buy shiny new gear, and I still have to fight the urge to compare myself to others. The goal isn't to stop making mistakes. I don't think that's possible. The goal is to get better at learning from them, to get them faster. Mistakes are not a sign of failure. They are proof that you are trying. They are a feedback. So, no, I'm not a perfect pilot, and I'm okay with that, because being a student of life and a student of my craft is much more important. One of the ways I fight that comparison trap is by focusing on my own storytelling. And sometimes that means choosing not to play the social media game. I actually wrote a blog post about this called Why My Best Work Never Makes It to Social Media. If you ever felt that pressure to post, you might find it helpful. I will leave a link to it in the description below. Take what you have learned and create something amazing. Stay curious, tell your story, make it count. Thanks so much for your time and for watching.